All right, guys, for the next part of the core sequences, we're going to go over the planks. So we're going to do a plank progression here, starting off with the front plank. So the very first thing that we're going to have Joe do is get into that front plank position on his toes and his elbows. Now the key to this one is just like that transverse abdominis exercise Joe was showing earlier, you want to tighten that stomach up. Bring that belly button into the core there, into your back. The next thing is we want to make sure we're getting rid of that divot in his back there. So what we're going to have him do is squeeze those glutes, give a little bit of a rotation in that back to flatten that out right here. Okay? The other thing we were taking a peek at is what his upper back is doing as well too. We don't want that rounding through here. We're doing a plank. A plank is a flat board, so we're trying to flatten up here, tighten up into this region right there. Okay? Now the other thing too, especially with a lot of throwers that we look at, we're trying to make sure we clear up the space in his shoulders as well too. This is always good for anybody as well too. As you can see, in this position here, he's starting to just impinge that shoulder just a little bit. So we like to get those arms out into that neutral position like that, and we're going to hold that plank. Generally, I like to try to progress up to a minute doing a plank. I start at about 30 seconds, and once you can do that in this perfect technique right here, then we advance it further on. So now we want to progress to the next level. So what we're going to have him do is, holding this position, we're going to raise up one leg like that. And then we can switch to the other side. Now what you have to watch out is you're trying to use your glutes to activate this as you raise your leg up. So when he's lifting, he's trying to fire here, not dipping through there. Okay? That's going to mean the core's got to be activated, and you're trying to fire the glutes to lift up, keeping this level. And like he showed you earlier too there, watching out for those hips to be rotating as you're shifting your weight over to lift that leg up. Okay? Now the next step is now we're going to go into a plank reach. Alright, so same as before, we're going to be tightening that stomach up, keeping this neutral pelvic position here as he's reaching out with his arms there. Now a lot of times as people reach forward, those hips start to twist, which obviously we don't want that. The tighter you stay in that core, holding those hips level as you reach is what we're looking for.